Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish,
keep
guys.
all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Yes, lovely people. Hope you're well. Welcome back to another live match preview. Liverpool versus Southampton FA Cup. As always, when we get behind the mic, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. And can the kids do it again? And we say that because the kids had to get it done against Chelsea, and it looks as though they might have to get it done against Southampton. Drift. Before we get into it, Klopp did say that Gravenberch is definitely out. Endo took a heavy knock, so I suspect he won't be available. Jones, Thiago, the rest of those guys shouldn't be available either. Bajcetic apparently is free of pain now, but there's been no indication as to when he'll be integrated back into the squad, which is great news. And Dom, Nunes, and Salah are going to be late fitness tests. How are you feeling about this game?
It's a weird one. It's a weird one because when we was talking about it before, I was definitely feeling a bit less bothered about this game. It's 217, by the way, bro.
Mad.
Crazy, bro. 217 times Klopp's had to change the starting lineup. Oh, that's how many changes he's had to make this season. That's insane.
I'd love to know how different that is in comparison to the other teams, though.
Well, it's without question the most out of any team in the league this season. So
is that confirmed, though?
Yeah. It's officially the most changes any manager's made this season. Okay. I mean, I would go on record as saying that's got to be pretty close to whatever the record is at this stage of the season. I mean, if you think about it, I've never seen anybody use this many youth players throughout a season for a start.
Yeah. Is that just Prem, or is that all competitions as well, though?
Prem.
That's
from what I remember. From what I remember, Prem, yeah.
Bro. If that's just Prem, that's insane. That can't just be Prem, because we've only played what 20. How many games have we played in the league?
25.
25. That's on average 8 changes a game. It can't be just the league.
Maybe it is all comps then.
It's got to be all comps. Which, if that's the case,
it's still insane.
No, it's a high number, but I don't think it's crazy because remember we can rotate a lot in Europa, in the League Cup and the FA Cup, depending on opposition. I don't think it's that crazy.
Yeah, but if you think about it, we kind of played more than 40 games this season so far in all comps.
If it's 40, that's an average of around 5 changes a game.
What, six games on 25 league games, so that'll be 31. How many rounds were there to get to the final of the Carabao Cup? About 6, including the 2-leg. So so it is about 40, about 39, 40
FA Cup,
games.
how many have we had in FA Cup? Just is it one game?
I think we've got Arsenal, so I'll say it probably is about
40. Oh yes, the 2 Arsenal games.
Probably say 40. 6 in I'll probably say 6 in the Europa League, 6 in the Carabao, 2 in the FA Cup. That's 14. Then you put that on top of the 25, 39. Yeah, basically, might as well just call it 40 games, isn't it, really?
So that's what, on average, 8 changes a game.
What, for 40?
Yeah, because 40 times 8 is 200. No, it's not. 40 times... Hold on, my maths is crazy. 40 times 5 is 200, sorry.
That'll be 5, yeah.
Yeah, an average 5 changes a game. I don't think that's crazy, considering Europa, we probably changed about 8 or so players from the start.
I don't know. That kind of is a lot, you know. Because remember, you're averaging it, but there'll be games where it's more.
But also games where there's less as well, to be fair.
Yeah, only a few. I can't even remember how many games we've been able to play the same team this season.
It is a tough one. It is a tough one.
It's mad. It's mad. I'd love to see what people like Guardiola and Arteta's is. I bet it's only about 100 or something like that because they barely make.
I suspect so. But again, just adding the context to it, though, they won't be able to rotate as heavily as us in the Champions League because the quality of the Champions League effectively is higher, isn't it? So you've got to go with a slightly stronger team. Say again, sorry, bro.
Depends how much of a boss you are. If you got the balls in it, so.
I mean, yeah, true.
You've got to play kids in Champions League. We know that already. Maybe Guardiola might play one or two.
Very high number. I can't lie. It's still a very high number.
But back to the game. I feel more inclined to want to win this now.
Oh.
But that scares me, bro, because that means that.
Grab your ticket. Come get with it. It's the Quad Express.
It means Quad Express. That's the problem. I'm just being greedy. I'm completely being illogical. I'm just being greedy. I'm the kid in the store now that is standing there all puff up and won't move when the parents are saying, "Come here." It's just puff up. Look, that's me. I'm in the wrong. I'm in the wrong.
What, because you want us to win this game?
No, because I want to win everything.
Why is that wrong?
Because it's not feasible. It's not realistic. It's not logical, bro. But I'm feeling greedy now, innit? So, you know.
It's very logical to me, bro. But I don't know if that says more about you or me, bro. Let's be real. I look at this game, and if it was away from home, I'd be a lot more worried. Not to say I'm not worried. The Anfield crowd plays a big role in these games. And we saw it against Shrewsbury a few years back when it was effectively the under-23s had to play against Shrewsbury, if I'm not mistaken, because of the whole fixture pile-up. And they got through it. And a lot of that was down to the Anfield crowd. Not just that, we're playing a team who, if we play any way close to our best, if we've got a semi-fit squad, we beat these lot. However, we haven't. But I still think we can do it. In fact, I would be inclined to say I think we do it. But with that being said, let's look at the potential starting lineup. And I think it's gonna be fireworks from the off because I think we're gonna have very different opinions on who should start in goal. Big up Jamie Phillips. Go and subscribe to Jamie's channel.
Yeah, man. I see everyone bonkers, Sean, Ali, Donut, big up everyone in the chat as well. Kevin, big up everyone.
Let's have at it, Drift. Who starts in goal for Liverpool?
I want to put Adrian in goal so much, bro. Do you think we can rely on Adrian to just feel the vibes?
Armstrong seems to have scored a lot of goals, who I presume will start tomorrow. I'm not playing Adrian tomorrow.
Here's the thing, and here's the only reason why I'm thinking about playing Adrian. There's a part of me that can't even bear thinking if anything happened to Kelleher and Adrian had to play. And I know anything can happen at any time. But I think I would go Adrian.
Your logic, I get. But if I want to win this game, especially with the lack of personnel available, it's got to be Kelleher, man.
Isn't it one of them situations where the FA Cup does mean a lot, but it doesn't mean enough to risk the other two? Because you do have to prioritize.
One game.
And if I'm being honest, I say this with no shade to the FA Cup because I do like the FA Cup. I don't think there's a big enough difference between the FA Cup and the League Cup for you to dramatically change how you're planning the season. So for me, the only thing that we care about really is a quad. We don't necessarily care about the FA Cup because we've already got a domestic cup. Now, if we didn't have the League Cup, I'd be like, yo, we got to go ham for this. But because we've got a League Cup, it's only really the quad why I think everybody is that much more concerned about the FA Cup. I think if everybody took the idea of clocking football out of their mind, they genuinely wouldn't give a shit about this game after winning on Sunday. I do. I could be wrong, but I genuinely think it's only thinking about the quad. If there was no such thing as a quad in football, then I don't know if people would be as bothered about the FA Cup. So I'm willing to take a few risks here or there as much as I want to win it to protect the competitions that we do actually want to win. That actually want to win. Like it isn't even just about what it is, Europe and the Prem. So I get that I could be negative and nothing happens to Kelleher and we're all good. But God forbid anything happened to Kelleher in the FA Cup game and Adrian had to play Premier League games. Like there was actually no choice. I'd love to see the look on people's faces when they realise then why Kelleher should have maybe set out the FA Cup game. That's all I'm saying. Because I don't want to be playing no Man City with Adrian in goal. Don't know about you lot. But I don't want to be playing no Man City with Adrian in goal. So
I hear it, Drift. But then you could use that same sentiment and say, why don't you rest Kelleher at the weekend against Nottingham Forest? Because you don't want him to be injured potentially for the Man City game.
No, but because the Premier League is the most important thing. So no matter who the opposition, if it's Prem, that's an important game. Whereas the FA Cup isn't even remotely as close to the Prem. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not.
For me, this game is massively important.
Yeah, but you know it's not as important as the weekend, though.
Maybe not, but I mean, you could spin it and say it's just as important, or if not a bit more important, because there's room for error in the Premier League. You can lose a game and still win the league. If you lose a game in the FA Cup, you're out. You're done.
Can you, bro?
No, of course you can. Yeah, of course you can.
You think we could lose to Forest and it would be like all right?
I'm not saying it'd be all right, but it wouldn't be impossible for us to win a league. If we lose against Southampton, it's absolutely impossible for us to win the FA Cup.
No, like, I hear that.
Like, we're done. We're out. I'm going Kelleher Drift.
Yeah, I can see the majority of the people are going with that, but yeah, I'd play Adrian in this game.
I think because more people are going with Kelleher in the comments.
Yeah, I agree with you. So,
all right.
I see a couple of me, but the majority are agreeing with you. So,
who are you playing at right back?
I'd go Joey.
Oh, I would go Isaac Mabea if he's available, because I know there's a FA Youth Cup I think on Thursday, but I'm going Isaac Mabea.
I know Adrian has got some howlers in him, but you want to let someone have a debut, but we're talking about this game's important, bro.
All right, hear me out though.
That's mad, bro.
No, hear me out. The reason I'm doing that though is because I want Joe Gomez and Kwanzaa to be our centre back partnership, because I don't want Virgil or Ibu playing. And I do think Bradley could do with being on the bench and then coming off the bench if need be.
See, I understand that logic, but I would prefer if it was Ibu and Kwanzaa and Virgil got a rest.
I think Ibu needs a rest as well.
But I think you kind of might need one of your senior centre-backs, as in like one of the good ones, considering how young the team's going to be.
Joey is senior though, bro. All right, do you know what? I'll change.
He hasn't played centre-back many times this season though, has he?
Do you know what? I will go Bradley at right back then. And then if hopefully we can build up a lead and we can bring him off in the second half. I'll go Bradley right back. I don't think the Mabea one's crazy because of the bigger picture. But for me, Joey G and Kwanzaa have to start centre back. It can't be. Virgil absolutely can't. And Ibu was run ragged on Sunday, bro. Like he was the one doing a lot of the covering for Jackson and running him down and all that stuff. I'm going Bradley, Kwanzaa, Joey, and it's a beautiful day at left back.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Tsimikas at left back.
All right, so we're in agreement of Simi at left back, yeah?
Yeah.
We're agreeing
I don't think
Kwanzaa is one of the centre backs.
I think I get where you're coming from with the Gomez and the Kwanzaa call, But then again, Gomez had to do a lot of running on the weekend as well, you know.
I know he did. But Joey's had a few.
You know what? Purely
Joey had a rest when Robbo played left back in the Prem before that League Cup game. He didn't start the game either. I'd go Joey. It'd be great if he had Matip right now, but
yeah. Go Bradley at right back and Gomez and Kwanzaa at centre back for real, because I think Ibu does need more protection rest wise.
Yeah.
Than
plus you've got a solid base to work from with that defense, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's just based on the fact that Joey's had an exceptional season, but he's only played centre back a handful of times out of those games. So it is a much bigger, it is a big change to be so used to fullback and then randomly being at centre back.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Midfield.
Could you not argue with such a young defence that maybe Robbo would be a better idea in that scenario?
No, because I think Simi needs some minutes.
He does, but Simi's not a leader. And I must admit, that is the most leaderless back four I've ever seen in our team.
I disagree. Kwanzaa was a captain in the academy. Joe Gomez is very loud on the pitch, apparently. Shout out to Chris Brack. When he said he went to watch Liverpool, it was Gomez and Matip playing, and Gomez was the one shouting the whole time.
But would you call Gomez?
There might be a misconception about Gomez.
I wouldn't call Joey a leader.
I'm not saying he is a leader, but I definitely think he can be vocal enough, and I think he can become a leader if he needs to be.
Fair enough. I'm just thinking Robbo would be the captain of the back four. Tsimikas isn't a leader. Bradley's too young. Kwanzaa's too young. So
if Robbo didn't look so out on his feet in the last game, I'd go with it. But
I hear that. Robbo was now.
And remember, he's come back off a long layoff as well.
Plus, Tsimikas is going into it with the confidence from playing well when he came on and getting the winning assist as well. So, yeah.
All right. Midfield. Yikes.
It's going to get real. You lot are going to think I'm absolutely crazy for saying this.
Uh-oh.
I'm not. Look, Cal, I know you're probably even going to look at me sideways. I'm not playing anybody who's even being sniffed about for playing against Forest. So, Gravenberch is out.
Yeah.
Endo's out.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pretend McAllister's out as well. So, my midfield three for this game is McConnell, I'm going to go McConnell and Clark in a pivot. And I'm playing 4-2-3-1 for this.
For a start, you know Klopp ain't playing 4-2-3-1, bro.
I know. But I don't know. I'll probably say McConnell's probably the better one to play the 6 if we are going 4-3-3, but because Clark is more of an advanced midfielder, McConnell's more of a holding midfielder, but I don't think he can do it by himself, which is why I'd want it to be a pivot. I wouldn't like to see him in there by himself.
All right.
But what would you say?
So shout out to everyone in the chat saying about Trey. I don't think Trey will play in this game because he will play in the FA Youth Cup game, I believe. So I don't expect to see Trey involved in this game at all. I would go McAllister in this. Say again, bro.
Did you see the hug him and Klopp had?
Yeah, it was lovely. It was lovely to see.
Like that was proper father and son, and it was it was proper mad. You don't think he'll be kept around, or have you officially heard that he'll play in the Youth Cup?
Well, shout out to Redmen TV. I was listening to their preview earlier, and the FA Youth Cup on Thursday, like for the club. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of people saying he's expected to start. For the club, I think it's an important game. Maybe I'm wrong then. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I hold my hands up. I would have thought the club would have held him back.
He's going to play.
Sultan, I don't know. I really don't know.
No, Cal, let's be honest. At this point, based on just how well the academy's done and how much Klopp's invested in them, that must be a personal problem with him, in it.
It is.
He must have done something. His family must have done something to fall out with the club, because that don't make no sense when he was the most talented out of all of them.
But why wouldn't you just sell him if that was the case? Then why reject the need to sell him? And
maybe they're trying to get him to fix up because they realize that he is good or something.
His contract runs out in the summer.
Oh well, maybe they just, I don't know. Maybe they just.
We could have sold him. We could have actually got money for the kid.
I don't know.
I may be wondering if he's hanging around to see what happens with the next manager potentially.
Maybe.
All right, midfield then. I'm going to assume Trey's not going to start. He may feature if he's on the bench. I'm going to assume he's not going to start. I would go McAllister, Clark, and Szoboszlai.
Man don't even know if he's fit yet, you know. And man's flinging him in. All right. Crazier things have happened. I will be honest with you, bro. You just said two players that I ain't even remotely thinking about playing. McAllister absolutely ran himself into the ground in that FA Cup, in that League Cup. And I wouldn't let Szoboszlai start on his return. He'd only get 20 minutes at the most. No way, bro. No way.
Sorry, I wasn't even meant to be off that long. You wouldn't let me back in. I didn't know if you'd block me for the suggestion. I'm gonna be real. I saw Szoboszlai hurdle whatever it was with ease.
Yeah, but bro, he came back before and then he got re-injured. We can't let that happen again, man.
I reckon
people are forgetting how important Szoboszlai could be for the running.
No, I hear it.
We can't risk him, bro. And I'm not playing McAllister. He's our most important midfielder. I'm not playing McAllister in this game. I'd have him on the bench, maybe.
We have to have experience in there, though. That's why I'm starting him, and then I'll bring him off.
Bro, I'm protected. Like, I'm not playing Elliot either. He's not getting no minutes in this game.
I'm not starting Elliot. I'm not starting Elliot.
The bench. Did you see how Elliot collapsed with exhaustion at the end of that game on Sunday?
Yeah, he collapsed through exhaustion with the game before as well. I just think that's just his way of like, I've got it out. I'm done. I've finished for today. Like, I don't think that's him exhausted. Like, he ran a lot in the game before, bro, and he did that at the end of that game, and then we saw what he was like at the weekend. So I don't think that's him being exhausted. I think that's just the way he finishes a game and almost lets it go in it.
All right, you know what? Has made a good point that I think I'm going to run with them. I'm playing Gakpo in the midfield for a bit of seniority then. So I'm going to go McConnell, Clark, Gakpo in the three.
The reason why I'm going, very good shout. The reason I'm going McAllister, though, I hate even saying it, is for that defensive steal, though. And I think I want Gakpo close to the goal. All right, let's put McConnell and Clark in, because we definitely know them two are in, yeah?
Are we allowed to bring back Morton?
Oh, now man want to see Morton, yeah? Now man want to see Morton, imagine.
I think in a pivot, those two would be really good.
I don't know. Do you know what, Drift? I'm gonna do it because you know 4-2-3-1's my favorite formation. I'm gonna do it.
Surely Klopp might be sensible enough with the only options we have to reconsider changing.
So you're going Gakpo in the 10 then, yeah?
Yeah, especially if it's in a pivot, because then that means Gakpo can get involved with being closer to goal as well.
Cool. I'm doing it then. Let's do it. And who's your front three then?
It's super techie, bro. You lot gonna think I'm crazy. I'm playing Kai Gordon right wing.
I'm doing the same.
I'm playing Dan's up front.
I'm doing the same.
And I wanted to ask you if you thought I was crazy by putting Robbo. This is why I didn't say anything before. Robbo left, Simicast left.
No. No. What are we doing there, Drifty, bro? We haven't got one for Dan, so I'm just gonna put any Jaden. I'm gonna just throw up there. I'm gonna dash Bogle up there.
I thought he was going to say, I'm just going to dash any light skin you up there.
No, man. Aye, shout to Mix. Scanlon is a shout.
That's a shout. That's why I wanted to talk to you, look, because I was thinking who the hell could play left wing, because Diaz ain't getting. No, I'm not even having Diaz on the bench. He ran more than everyone.
Kumas is a shout as well.
Nah, do you know what? Scanlon. I like the idea of that. Scanlon is a very, very, very tricky.
Surely in this situation, surely Musiałowski can at least get on the bench. Surely.
I'd be very shocked, bruv. I'd be very shocked. And remember, Scanlon has come on a few times earlier on in the season, so he's a tiny bit used to, like, you know, being around the first team. Played a couple Europa League games, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going Scanlon. I actually like the idea of that. Scanlon, every time he's played, he's actually looked very, very promising. I'm going Scanlon. And I think that's a very quick front three that, even though they're young, could give Southampton some real problems with their pace and their trickery.
Big up now, though. I can't know. I mean, Kumas is very good as well.
I haven't seen Kumas play too much, to be honest.
I don't think Kone Doherty will play. I think he'll play in the FA Youth Cup. If there was an FA Youth Cup game, I think we'd be able to play a lot more of the kids. I do think.
No, but think about it. The priority will always be the senior team, so that he'll take it if he needs them.
No, we say that, Drift. Klopp's not built like that, though. Klopp's not going to want to scupper that, because that's if they can go and win the FA Youth Cup or get far in it, that's very good experience for them as well.
It is, but he
would be a one and done for them. A lot of them.
Our cup, bro. He will. He'll definitely.
What about Salah's available?
Left wing then.
Well, if Salah's available, would you?
Are you being for real?
You wouldn't give Darwin and Salah maybe 20 minutes?
No.
Just asking.
Maybe 20 minutes. But who's starting then?
About 30.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I've got PTSD now from Mo and Thingy both coming back and then going again.
No, I hear it.
Do you get what I mean?
I hear it.
Like, just give me some boots, man. Fuck it, I'll do it.
Yeah, bro, I'm so down.
It is what it is.
I
would have McAllister, Elliott, Salah, Nunes on the bench. So that's real quality on the bench.
Answer Boslow.
Yeah, I said that, didn't I? Oh, did I not say so? Hold on.
I don't think so, no.
Oh, yeah. McAllister, Elliott, Nunes, Salah, Soboslai. You're right. I'd have them five on the bench with Kelleher. And if things get real mad, then I'll start bringing some of the big hitters on. But I would like to.
If it starts getting mad, you're less likely going to want to bring them on, because if you're chasing the game, that's when injuries tend to happen.
I hear that, but I'm confident that this team could do a job.
I'm gonna be real, Drift. I'd start them, man, if they're fit and available, and I'd bring them off as early as I can.
Yeah, but you're not bad, man.
No, Bro, let's say we went up 3-0 in the first 35 minutes. Brother, I'm making changes at 36 minutes.
Bro, we're not going to go 3-0 up, though.
I
Southampton
know,
are...
I'm just saying, I'm bringing them man off as early as I possibly can.
And what happens if it's 0-0 at half time and you've had them man playing 45 minutes?
Then we'll have to assess things, innit?
I don't know, G. Peluga's actually away on loan, you said, didn't it? Because he was the one I would have played. I didn't know he'd gone on loan.
All right, let's go Scanlon then.
Do you know what? I guess Bazaar has got a good point because he said this before, actually, on the last stream. If we win this game, the Everton game is rescheduled, and that would mean that we'd only have 2 games before the international break instead of 3. So technically, playing a strong team in this game could actually be beneficial because there's less games to worry about after it. And then after the international break is when hopefully a lot of our injured players will be back and the squad would look healthier.
So we need to win this.
So I guess this game does have a bit of extra importance in that regard, not just to win it, but to give us less games to have to play before the international break. So maybe Nunes or Salah starting the game might be a necessity. Maybe that should be Nunes on the left wing instead of Scanlon with Dan's up front, and then maybe Salah instead of Kai, and then you've got them on the bench.
But either way, we're going to be digging deep to get through this game. Score prediction, bro.
Building. I don't know, bro. But for real, if there's one thing for sure, 2 things for certain, in this game we need to be
digging deep.
Digging deep. You absolutely have to.
Facts.
Absolutely have to. I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool.
I really do see your 2-0, your 2-1. I really do. I'm going to go 1-0. I'm going to pray for that clean sheet. I'm going to pray for that clean sheet.
All right, big up, Dom. This is my type of attitude here. Big up, Dom. Cal, we could win the league at Goodison Park if Everton game gets rescheduled to game week 37. We need to beat Southampton, make that a possibility. Klopp winning the quad, but winning the league at Goodison. Where's Hollywood? Where's Hollywood? We've got your script. We've got your script. We've got your bloody script. Shout out to Sultan. It's a beautiful day. Bun Chelsea. Big up Kopish. Big up yourself, Sultan.
Yeah, big up, big up.
Right.
We've actually got footage of Endo Fernandez. After the Carabao Cup game.
Fuck, man. It's right, he's right. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? Right, don't fuck off, don't touch it. Fucking hell. Send this camera, bro. Famous copper, Gravesend.
People, if you haven't already smashed the like button, subscribe to the channel. We are aiming to do the watch along tomorrow. So make sure you switch on the notification bell and look out on the socials. And yeah, we're aiming to do a ting. Yeah, smash that like button, people. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up everyone. You should never have done that at the end of the show, bro. No, God, you know I'm meant to be doing professional outros, bro. Big up everyone. See you next time. Stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kopish, we're out. Big up Enzo.
Peace.